Hi everyone, this is Diane Quon from Chicago, Illinois. Thank you so much for watching Circle of Iris and for also watching Minding the Gap. I also want to thank Nuala for inviting me to speak to you all, and also for all the hard work she does on behalf of all us women over 50. She has been such a great supporter of me. So I'm going to answer some of the questions that Nuala sent me. What attracted me to the story and how did I get involved? I started late in terms of producing. I have a background in marketing at Paramount for many, many years, but I only started producing in 2016. 2015 actually is, I guess, my real start. I made Cliff Superfan, which is going to follow this talk, I think. And it was a short film to just teach me what it is that you need to do to make a documentary. At the same time, I started looking for a production company in Chicago, and I found Reframed Films, and that's in 2015. And it's been making films for 50 years, documentaries. And in 2016, I saw a rough cut of Minding the Gap. And that's when I met Bing Liu, the director. It was a really rough cut. He was working all by himself. And I think the film really touched me in many ways. To hear young men express their feelings is something you don't see in a lot of documentaries. And then also, probably as much so, I was attracted to Bing as a filmmaker, his vision, and his humbleness, and his willingness to be a collaborator. You could just tell from the way he answered questions. And he was the first-time filmmaker. I was a first-time producer. So it felt like a great combination. So we met for coffee, and we decided to make a film together. That was 2016. And we were very lucky in that it premiered at Sundance Film Festival in 2018. And then we got great reviews, and in 2019 we were nominated for an Academy Award, which was unbelievable and unexpected. What message do I hope to take that audiences take away is that things aren't black and white. When you first learn about Zach and what he did, it's easy just to get angry at him and make him the villain. But knowing his background, you understand, even though it doesn't justify what he does, you understand where it's coming from. The same with Bing's mom. As a mother myself, I have 4 children. It was hard for me to understand how a mother would not necessarily protect her children. That's like my first instinct. But I hope what the story shows you is that things aren't black and white. Things are often gray, and we have to listen and try to understand, and then try to see how can we change it. So the story really is a lot about intergenerational abuse and trauma. So unless we talk about it, the cycle continues. And I really respected Bing and the characters sharing their stories and their willingness to share some tough things with the hope that it can help others. Where are Bing, Zach, Kier, and Nina now? So Bing, as you can imagine, the success of the film led to a lot of attention, and so now he's actually directing 3 fiction films and writing 2 of them. Zach and Sam moved in together and had another baby. And then Kier is in Arizona now and trying to figure out his life. And then Nina is doing really well. She has a stable job and a new boyfriend, and their little son, Elliot, is 6 years old now. I really got to know them very well, probably especially after the film came out, because we had them involved in everything as much as possible. They came to Sundance with us, and they also came with us to the Academy Awards. And I feel like it was meant for me to be on that film, being older and a mother. these 4 young people, I really came to care for them. And it wasn't always easy for all of them to be involved because, as you can imagine, especially for Zach, sometimes he'd really be criticized or seen as the symbol of toxic masculinity, and people would be mean on social media and sometimes even in person. And I felt I was there so that I could be with them and really try to stand with them and protect them. And I think being older and as a mother, that was helpful. The other thing is they're all trying to find themselves. And like I said, I just came into this in 2015 and produced 2016. So I feel like we're always finding ourselves, and we could talk about that. The final thing is where I'm at now. I'm producing 4 other docs and a fiction film. 2 were supposed to be at South by, and unfortunately it was canceled. But I try to stay hopeful and just believe in all of us that will work together to beat this virus. So thank you so much for letting me be here, and stay safe. And I hope to see you in person one day. Thank you. Take care.